Hello, kings and queens, back with another video. And I want to do this about Vladtv. Like I say, and you see the title, to me, he's messy. He's very, very messy. But, he's dropping these videos when Gilbert was talking about Kwame, which I know they was pre-recorded. And I know he's saying that Gilbert and Kwame supposedly squashed their beef, but I don't trust Gilbert at all. I don't, because I think Gilbert is still talking to Kwame's detractors behind the scenes. That's just my opinion. But then you see Vlad, he dropped a another part of the video when Gilbert was talking about Kwame. He a drunk, blah blah blah, this and that. So everybody, even me, I'm like, why did he drop that? Even though people were saying, it was pre-recorded, and I don't know why he just didn't drop it all at once when he first interviewed Gilbert. I don't know, but Vlad knew what he was doing, and Kwame have always said that he would never go on Vlad's show because Vlad just drama, and he don't ask the same questions when he said, I think he said allegedly when he have white guests on there, he don't ask them the questions that he asks black people, which I do know. When he had AZ Faison on his show, if you don't know who AZ is, he is the one who Wood Harris portrayed in the movie Paid in Full. So he had him on there again. The first time he had him on there, he was talking about, back in the day when he was in New York, when AZ was talking about how he was getting money with Alpo and Rich Porter and how Alpo killed Rich. Okay, he had him on there again because we know Alpo got killed. And it's just the questions that he was asking him. He was, asking him how many brothers and sisters did he have. AZ said he had 5 sisters and 2 brothers. And he said, do y'all have the same father? That type of the questions that he was asking. AZ was saying that his father was he was a good father. He loved his mother. Took care of his mother. He was the best father. He was the best. He was the best dude. That's what he was saying. He said his mother was a single mother. When she was 20, she already had 5 kids. AZ said. He said his father. He also said his father had stayed with his mother until he passed away. Yeah, he said his father was a great father. He went to work and took care of his family. But then Vlad had said, I told you, I just mentioned that, AZ said his mother had 5 kids by the age of 20. Vlad say, did you ask your mother why she have 5 kids by the time she was 20? How did you... Okay, that right there. Why did your mama have kids? 5 kids by the time she was 20. Did you ask her why did she have all them kids when she was 20 years old? You know what? Growing up in a black household, we know what to ask our mama and we know not. If I would have went up and asked my mama some stuff like that, she would hit me in my damn mouth. It was that question right there. It was that question right there. And AZ said, no, he didn't ask her. Why she has so many kids at 20 years old. He said he didn't know. He said he never asked her that question. That right there, that's what really, really pissed me off right there. So I see what Kwame talked about. And then, I looked at another interview when he was interviewing that girl named Stormy Daniels and stuff. He didn't ask her. He asked her about her family, but it wasn't like he was asking AZ's, like the question he was asking AZ. So I see what Kwame was talking about. Kwame said I would never go on there because he said he want him to come on there. Vlad, no, he gonna get all kinds of views if Kwame go on there because in his mind, Kwame is considered the worst bust in NBA history, which he is not. It was another guy that played basketball, Anthony Bennett. You can Google him if you don't know. Kwame was better than him because he was only in the league for 4 years. Now he's overseas playing ball and he ain't doing too much good over there. So yeah, Vlad just real messy. Like I said, I don't trust Gilbert. I don't. I just don't. Even though him and Kwame supposed to have squashed their beef, I don't trust him. I think he's working behind the scenes with Kwame's haters, and that's my opinion. That's because Gilbert is real messy. And I hate the fact that Kwame goes back and forth with him. And I will admit it, Kwame got a little he drama over that. He drama. Which I know I'm not saying nothing bad about him because I'm sub to him and stuff. All them content creators, majority of them on Facebook is drama and stuff. They get on here, they get to beefing with people and stuff. They keep on beefing with them. Kwame, he answer back. When somebody say something about him, then he'll answer back. But you don't have to do that. But that's him. Because I had said, when I started this thing, I ain't going back and forth with nobody because I don't know you and you don't know me. But yeah, I don't trust Gil. Vlad is messy. And Vlad don't want to talk about, he want to talk about Kwame being the bus and this and that. But, tell him to talk about back in 2008 when Rick Ross and his crew got onto his ass and he sued Rick Ross for $4 million because he said that Rick Ross allegedly launched a brutal attack on him at the awards in Houston where he required 7 stitches below his eye and he had 3 facial fractures and had abrasions and cuts and all this kind of stuff. He don't want to talk about that or whatever because he runs his mouth. That's how messy he is. So Kwame is doing the right thing by not going on his show because that's what Vlad want. Vlad want him to go on there. And to me, if he go on there, he just gonna try to embarrass him to make him look stupid. Your bus and you didn't score double digits and stuff. That's just Vlad. So like I say, I always said that he was messy. Excuse me. I've always said he was messy. So I'm glad that Kwame decided not to go on there. But yeah, if Kwame called Vlad right now, we all know Vlad will interview him because that's what he wants. And Kwame said, no, Kwame, he considered himself no celebrity, which he is one. He is a celebrity. So, yeah, that was my take on that. Vlad just messy. He ain't learned his lesson. When Rick Ross and his crew got out there, and then they laugh and poke fun of it after the fact. When I listened to the interview and stuck up Rick Ross, he's a piece of work. But anyway, yeah, I just hope everybody is having a good day. Like I said, I don't trust Gil. I don't, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that feel like this. I don't trust him. I think he's still working with Kwame's haters behind the scenes. And we know who Kwame's haters is on these YouTube streets. That's just my opinion. I don't trust him. Because Gilbert is messy too. Because I see where Kwame's IG or whatever had, they were going back and forth, and Kwame would post something. Gilbert write a whole damn paragraph. If you really, really pay attention to Kwame's Instagram, or either, Gilbert say something about Kwame. This was back then. He hadn't been saying nothing about him now, I don't think. This one back when they was really, really, really beefing and stuff. And I was just saying, I said, Kwame, just ignore them. Don't go back and forth with them because that's what they want. Ignore all your detractors. But I noticed there's certain ones that he ain't mentioned. And I ain't even gonna call out that dude's name because that's what he want. He always say when you go on there on his show, he always bring up Kwame's name, and he always say, well, you need to go tell your daddy. So y'all know who I'm talking about. I noticed Kwame don't bring him up, and I hope he don't never mention his name. Never. Because that's what he want. That's what they want. If he would just ignore them, I would ignore them. And then the people that's putting his face and stuff on image and stuff, I would flag them, which Kwame say he don't flag. But in that situation, I would flag because you never know. He got kids. And what if his kids see that stuff? But then they thinking it's all entertainment. But then, when they skeletons come out the closet and stuff, they butt hurt. And stuff. Ain't nothing entertaining about you making fun of somebody. Or, ain't nothing entertaining or you making fun of somebody's medical issues and stuff. Nothing is entertaining about that. They only, you doing it for clicks and views or whatever, but you're not worrying about that person, how to, you hurting their feelings. So these grown ass people on these YouTube streets, I tell you the truth or whatever, they just act like chaps. And it don't make sense. It don't. But yeah, Vlad is messy. Gilbert is messy. Vlad dropped that. He had so many parts to that interview. He didn't drop it all at once or whatever. I know he know that Kwame is supposed to and Gil supposedly squashed their beef. So then you gonna drop that. And where Gil was talking about, oh, Kwame's a drunk, blah, blah, this and that, and all that kind of stuff. And you got people talking about Kwame be drinking all the time. Majority of the time, Kwame be at home drinking. I'd rather for him to be at home drinking and out there driving. They say he be out there drinking and driving or whatever. I ain't never seen him drinking and driving. I know he do videos and stuff in his car, but I ain't never seen him drink no alcohol in the car. But you got other content creators and stuff. They be drinking and stuff. You don't say nothing about it. They don't say nothing about that. So it is what it is. Kwame just got his haters. He do. And I will let him talk. I just wouldn't respond to him. Like my grandma say, let him talk. That's when you know you the shit. That's what my grandma say. When they stop talking about you, that's when you worry. You ain't shit no more. So excuse my language. So Kwame, if you see this, just let him talk. Just let them talk. Just ignore them. I wouldn't go back and forth with them. All your distractors, and you know who they is. I wouldn't go back and forth with them. So just let them talk. And that's the end of this video. And I'm out.